Welcome back, fellow gamers. This is Gamer1745. We're continuing after that short episode here with my playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3, and we're right in the middle of the action here. I was just tidying up a few of the organizational things. So I ran the clock a couple of days, and I wanted to make sure everyone is in on all the events and things. Okay, so we've just achieved high popularity. That will help our leadership and such. HMS Howe is launched. Howe is a British admiral, if you guys didn't already know that. Yeah, we'll change the Enigma codes. End of Sino-Japanese cooperation, because we have now, so we'll lose that effect because we've got Japan as an Axis member now. Yes, we want to get back the Greater German Reich. That will, look here at the flags, you can see occupied Poland, Soviet-controlled territory. We want to do this, not just a little bit. And so you can see how the map changed. So that's going to reduce revolt risks in all those areas, obviously. Like I said before, I like to go with the little extra manpower. And we'll reward our heroes. Arno Becker, sculptor. There he is, with his sculpture of Spear and Spear, just standing for it or whatever. Remember, he is the guy who won, what was it, the silver medal at the Olympics for sculpture for Germany. So we'll be seeing and hearing more from him. Yes, because we had this event before, and I had to replay the section. That's when this event happened. So, like, I've already gone over that before. Ah, yes. Okay. This is one of the little poster handout thing flyers for Germany that was, light as the safest bomber's target. So, they're meaning bombers are going to fly and drop bombs on light, so don't have light showing. We already went over this previously. That, okay. We don't need to ration coal, metal, food, or even petrol at the moment, really. As before, I'm not going to build the trains. Yes, send the Polizei into the general government. That's occupied part, or Poland, that isn't there. So that is still called the general. That part that didn't become part of the Reich was called the general government of Poland. There, and it expanded territories after the decided to, invade Soviet Union. But so yes, we will send them there. And we're sending them into, also we have the option to send them into Bohemia and Moravia, and we will do that too. That's obviously former Czechoslovakia, or Czech. 500 money, veteran division. Yeah, we've got a lot of money, so we'll still do this. I fully agree with the supply cost. I don't want the money cost. This is supposed to show up down here. See, they got it in Praga when it should have been in Prana. Oops, not my event, but oops. Okay. Move the Polson unit more further into the general government. And Revolver Held did the right thing in putting it in the historical location. and we didn't necessarily have to pick that option, but we do want it in. There, the Krakow. So all those police battalions will radically help maintain internal security. And now that we've got this down to 0, what I'm going to do is economic laws. Yeah. Go to war economy here. Takes a little away from the leadership modifier, but it will help officer recruitment. It messes up daily descent and a few things like that, but I think we're going to go with that. It should help us a lot with the IC situation. No longer need that. Okay, so now we have these producing quite well. That's almost done. That one aircraft we need. The support units, infantry divisions. I'm going to build is a few of semi-motorized divisions. And because we've got those veteran HQs, I'm going to leave the HQs off. We're still getting units into place here. Almost ready. Okay, for our invasion. Got another bunch of events popping up. Okay, yeah, so we're losing the metal and the rare materials. Rare materials helps. Or hurts, I should say. Yes, we're reforming this. The 12th. The 8th. We had this event in an earlier episode, so you understand what that's going on. Like I said, I had to replay these. We're not doing that. Increase our police forces. This is a GGA event, I do believe. Men. Let's see, we can expand the German police force, which will just basically give us 100 more manpower, 5,000 more officers, lose 5,000 supplies, increase research or no need. We've got plenty of supplies. I mean, not unlimited, but we've got that, so we're going to pay the supplies and get the boost. And yes, build air bases in Poland. We want to do that. engines. Not yet. We'll do the armored engineers soon. Improve security units because we're going to want to occupy territory here. Let's see, we have more room for more production. Those still producing. Yeah, some production. Another unit I like to use is the light infantry, the Jaegers. These are, I'll show you how I'm going to use them later on. Don't want to give it all away, what I'm planning. But I will have a use for those in time. Okay, we're getting ready for the invasion of France here. And still getting caught up on earlier events. Crew 50 manpower. Yeah, we did this before, but yeah. Okay, the General Director of the Ostbahn, Eastern Railways. I believe it's that guy in there. She established the Director General of Eastern Railways, based in Warsaw, under the President, General Inspector Ostbahn, Adolf Goethes, third from left. Yeah, that's the guy. So, can improve and expand the old Polish railways. This is a multi-part event. It's going to cost supplies. Again, we can afford the supplies, money. Yeah, we can afford all that. Manpower. Probably get some of that back later. So this will help. Before we start, it's not going to change immediately. There's going to be a lag in it. It's going to improve our infrastructure there, which will help our supplies later on and have other positive effects. So we'll go with this. Okay, this is basically an informational event covering the Tripartite Pact. It will shift some popularity and unity international relations with some nations and hurt some others. As we grow, that's them. There's Hitler. I think that's Ribbentrop, or is that Ribben? I don't know. They're signing it. And it's the British Embassy in Berlin, with the 3 flags commemorating it. So, a new world order under us and our buddies. Okay. Like I say, we're getting ready for the invasion of France. The Low Countries in France here. You can see we've got fairly large forces on the borders. Got some British bombers here. Hopefully we have enough coming after our fighters here. So, take a quick look at our here. bombing us. But looks like our anti-aircraft did the trick. We have that one building just now. So I think we're just about ready for definitely the invasion of France. These guys, I'm not going to try to draw the battle lines. I really don't use those things because I'm a little bit more free flow once the action starts. Going to use the motorized, mechanized, armored forces and drive to Paris through there. I'm not going to try a fancy, like, try to get all the forces up here and then cut to the sea. It will be a de facto move to there, but these guys here will be able to overrun the Low Countries quite effectively, and we'll be able to do this. Because of the idiot AI, and I use those terms just how I mean them. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Yeah, okay, they may be thinking, we're going to invade down here. We've driven out their retreating heavy artillery. Yeah, it looks like these guys have finally made it there, so we're going to send you back. Oh, it's... if they're not attacking, we can SR... oh, no. SR them in. Reasonably quick time. They think that they're going to be attacking, but they should have figured out by now that my wall here is stronger than they're going to get through. And so they leave all this because of course it's all defended by Luxembourg and Belgium, but they don't defend here. So what's going to happen is once we start pushing into here, they're going to start shifting forces, and they'll just never be able to do it fast enough. Okay, that's enough for this episode. I hope you're still enjoying it. We're going to be starting in the next episode, starting the invasion of France. We're at July 4th. What American holiday we just had here in the US. And so that will, by the end of summer, we will have France defeated. I'm just sure of that. I can't imagine this game anything different. We're going to assess what we're doing here with Denmark and Norway. Denmark is an easy one. Norway is just the logistical problems of getting the troops there between airborne invasions, and yeah, I've built a lot more than historical airborne units. And all those. But they're sort of needed to compensate for the lack of sea transports. So we're going to figure that one out. You know, maybe drop into there and get them moved off there, or just take there. Something, we'll see about that. What we do, we may delay that a little bit until we get those invasion craft built here. These guys, so until mid-August. We may be waiting there. And then once we get done with that, I'll show you what I'm going to be doing next by doing it. Thank you.